And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it moving. It's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Snags it, and there's running room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Right side, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he avoids the sack. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They want to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
From deep, it's Kane. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
By buys a little time, trying to make magic with his feet.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Right? He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Look out. He sacked this defense all over him.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Hits the hole. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the move, it's Bishop. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to pass on second down. Reels it in. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it here on fourth down. Complete. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab and room to run. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The corners are walked up tight. From the red zone, it's Bishop. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right side, it's Bishop. Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the return, it's Phill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Press set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Smith. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Powers inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Bishop. Makes the grab in their space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw again. Got his man. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on second and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun, it's Nimrod. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Second and long here.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's past the sticks. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
He'll keep it on second down. Taken down. And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
And it looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch this thing back from you, but you need to act like you're taking it every play. A lot of timing goes into that kind of play.
Brown will throw it. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Matthews. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll return it. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Bishop. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top on second down. With the catch, it's Davis. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. On the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Got some room, entered to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big time play.
Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Here we go. Ready.
Got to make the play on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. But the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown wants to pass. Left side is Singleton. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Breaks the tackle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes him talk to the hand. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Escapes the pressure going right. Keeps it and gets the first down. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Brown will throw it. They're all over him. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Second down to the air. Finds his man. It's Staley. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Wants to keep it in the air. Holds on, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Volunteers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Out wide right, it's Staley. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. We'll head to the the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Might as well run him again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Brown wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry up situation.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Changing the routes with his receivers. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. the field and 4 ticks left to go. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. And now the ball is knocked free. Oh, and he recovers it. Man, you want to talk about having his back, and they averted disaster on that one.